Depending on the character's roles, some liberties to keep the plot moving are unrealistic. What I'm focused on is learned behavior, something you see over time. That is why I like series, because it starts to develop a character into a person and it constrains the writer into how the character can react. If you violate the spirit of the character, then you soon will find interest in the books will disappear. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. In the book, Cindy Williams often complains about being the token woman, not being treated as an equal. Chapter 3, she is complimentary of how Todd treats her, then by the middle of the book, all of a sudden, when Todd's problems is thought to be so bad, she claims he hogged all the stories. A bit two-faced, if you ask me. I'd question her judgment and her character. Being entrusted with responsibility? Not by me. Not because she is a woman, but because the position she wants handled by the wrong person could damage others just as it does Todd. She is the one that doesn't want to let it go. She encourages the station manager. Once the second killing, he is all in, and clearly he proves his unfitness for his job as well. I am only saying her behavior showed they may have had reason she was not trusted with major assignments other than she was a woman. Todd was in charge, and yes, he was interested in celebrity status. That could mean he would keep her back, not because she was a woman, but because of his self-centered hunger for attention. Not much better, but Todd proved he had the instincts to know what was a story and just how far to go in getting the story. He could empathize. The entire book, he realizes his mistakes toward Michael. He recognizes that what Cindy was doing to him was exactly what he did to others. Narcissistic people cannot do that. They are incapable of owning what they did. Instead, they will act as if they have been victimized. And how dare you point out the similarities of things that they did? I just think while Cindy might have been qualified, the crutch of having an excuse to blame others for her actions made it less likely she would face her inadequacies head on. Be aware of what is being done to you, but I think you should also be self-aware enough to first ask yourself if there is any legitimate reason for why you might not be given responsibility. We should never start out blaming others because honestly, you can only affect yourself. People that treat you bad do not do it out of malice, but because they cared more about themselves than you. Focus on punishing them will only make you frustrated and leave you in the past. Revenge is a dish best served cold, meaning that the best way to make a point is live your life. Focus on the future. If you're happy, fulfilled, then it will show, and even if they don't care, at least you're better off. Spending every waking moment focused on punishing those you feel did you wrong hurts only you. All they have to do is walk away, stop taking your calls. In short, ignore you. As I said, if they cared, they never would have hurt you in the first place. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. The attempt is to start a discussion and get people to think about human behavior from the perspective of the closet. How this might lead to problems that make friends or partners or even business relationships difficult. I can understand why some would dismiss this effort. I find reminders in how the characters behave with memories of my own experiences and then explore that aspect. It's meant to start people to think. It is not meant to imply I am right. If you do not share the ideals with others, then how will you know if you're right? When talking, the focus should be on challenging and exposing your ideals, not in changing other opinions. That would only lead to frustration, since the only person you can change is yourself.